What's up, everybody? It's Mike and Eric, Facebook Live. We're here to talk about the one thing you must know before you start your next website redesign. And I'm talking quickly because Eric over here is just dying. He's dying. He's too antsy, and we gotta hold him back, kind of like caging your animals, you know. But anyways, we're gonna let him out in here in a second. Freedom. So we're going to talk about the one thing, Eric, you must know before you start your website redesign.
Yep, and so many people get it wrong. I won't say everybody, but a lot of people get it wrong, and I've gotten it wrong for a really long time.
Okay.
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 All right.
So what is it?
You want me to tell them?
Well, yeah.
All right. People, there's one thing you really have to understand or get your arms around before you redesign your website, and it is what your customer actually wants. Okay? It's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple and it's straightforward, but it's so important. What is it your customer wants?
Right.
Why do you have a website, Mike?
Why do you have a website?
Yeah, why do you have a website? It's for the customer.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so does it make sense to make up a whole bunch of stuff that you think is important?
Right.
And then put it out there and hope that they like it?
That doesn't sound like good.
No.
Okay, so...
No,
again,
man, I'm fired up about this.
And then again, this is Eric, owner, CEO of Mavidia, and Max Slider.
And yep, and here's my little plug. So you notice I'm wearing a hat today. So in my ever changing goal of being politically correct inside of our building, I have a Mavidia logo shirt on, and now I'm wearing a Max Slider Brothers Customs hat, so that both teams are served and they both feel like I love them both. I get a lot of flack about what logo I have, so now I've got all four.
We should get sleeveless shirts with Mavidia on one side and Max Slider on the other, that we could just like pop our arms out and
around like that. That'd be awesome.
We got it.
All right, okay, we've got to get back to this. The one thing you've got to know before you redesign your website is, what do your customers want?
Yeah, and you told me something really, really cool when we were brainstorming about this, and it was kind of like,
yeah. So
why don't you tell everyone what you said to me?
Okay, so think about when you started your business, right? Why did you start your business, and what were you trying to accomplish? You're thinking about that, and a wise man once said, as I was contemplating those things, what's the one thing you have to have before you have a business? And I said, an idea, a place to go, money, what?
Store.
And he says, no, dummy, a customer. A customer. You don't have a business without a customer or a client, right? If they're not transacting with you and they're not buying your products or your services, you're not going to have a business.
Right.
Right.
So build the biggest Walmart in the world, but if nobody goes there, you're going to be in trouble.
You're not going to be there very long. So he said, everything you do, Eric, is all about the customer. And it's funny because I know that, and he told me that, and I think about that a lot, and I still botch that.
Right.
I still do it wrong. I still don't think about it enough because I fill I fill it in with, what do I want? What do I want my business to do, and what do I want to go? Where do I want to go? And it becomes very one-dimensional.
Yeah. Well, so I've known you for some time now through Mavidia, and I've gotten to experience the Max Slider brand grow. And I was even there to build the first Max Slider website. So, Eric, what's can you just describe that process a little bit? Building your first website and something maybe you didn't know versus what you know now? How does...
As it pertains to the customer.
Sure,
right? Oh, man, there's so much to say, too. We're going to try and make this short because our marketing person says we only have 10 minutes. Okay, so I had it all wrong, as it turns out. I had it all wrong when we sat down and designed that first website.
Really?
I won't say I had it all wrong, but I didn't completely get it, right? I wasn't sure. So for those of you that don't know this story, Max Slider Brothers Customs is a Bronco business. We restore and sell the early Ford Bronco, and it really was a giant science experiment for Mavidia Technology Group. We took all of our principles and all of our things that we know to be true on the web and in the internet world, social media and that sort of thing, and we parlayed them into a ball of energy for Max Slider Brothers Customs, and then we watched to see what happened. And what happened was it exploded. It exploded, and it continues to explode. Interestingly enough, when we sat down and contemplated that first website, I was thinking about what do I want to do and what kind of services I want to offer, and all that was all well and good, but I didn't spend enough time asking our customers what they want to find.
Yeah.
And so it's really changed over the years, and I know you'll ask me about analytics here in a second, but it's changed over the years, and I've gotten to understand through asking better questions to them and studying data, so that we can position and portray ourselves to accommodate them. I want more of those customers. I want more of those clients, right? So the question remains, what do we need to know, about what they want? So go ahead and ask me about analytics. Go ahead.
So Eric, the beauty of the web is that it's a real life, it's a tool you can use to view how many people are going to your site, right? You can talk about billboards and all that stuff, and say, oh, 20,000 people drive past this every day, and I hope their eyes see it. But the beauty of the web is you can look and hammer down. Some people might not even know that. I mean, there are analytic tools that go into incredible detail, talking about how long someone's on the page, what are they clicking, where are they going next. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
So Eric, that all being said, what did you find through the analytics? What was exposed to you?
And I don't look at it enough. Here I am saying, look at the analytics, and I don't look at it enough. I have to have people like Michael come up to me and say, hey, did you know that you get 10 times more traffic to your inventory page than you do at this other page? And I'm going, really?
Yeah, some page in the footer or something, people are finding it and clicking it, and we all, our head spins saying, why isn't that front and center?
Yeah, why is that, and how do we leverage that, right? So when you know that, oh man, 90% of our customers go to this place on our site first, and it's a junky page, not maintained, not ever changing. I'm like, I get this, big goal.
We're sitting here like,
I'm going,
gosh.
well, I've been missing the boat for the last 4 months because I haven't changed it in 4 months. But like as an example, at Max Slider Brothers Customs, we found that the inventory page was that big page for us. And I was embarrassed to know that I hadn't changed that page with new inventory in like months. So I've got thousands of people coming to us every week looking for inventory, and it never changed. Do you know do you know how big of a boat we missed as a result of that?
How many people are calling you asking, why isn't there more inventory on your website?
All day, every day. And can I get an updated list of inventory? Can you tell me about what you have coming or what you have there? Those kinds of things. And I was like, and I was just buried in that stuff.
Yeah. Well, Eric, I know you, and you're busy with the 2 businesses here, but I think this is one thing we need to drill down to people is that, hey, life's busy. It's tough. There's a lot of things going on. But more than, just kind of sit down and listen for a little bit, because there's so much value in what your customers are telling you. And I mean, like you said, it took you a while to do that. But now and we're working together, and so it's so much easier to listen over a short amount of time and make those edits and change things than to put it off and then 3 years later.
Yeah, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry. So, I think what you remind me of is that how do we as business owners listen to our customers? What are some ways that we can do that? And it might seem not specific, but I'll say it this way. So I mentioned analytics, right? So Google has a free, easy to plug in analytics tool that will give you more data than you will ever use. You won't need to buy any special package. You won't, and it's good to be plugged into Google anyway. So get analytics plugged into your website, and then go look at the data at least once a month, if not once a quarter. Find out what it's telling you. That's how you listen to your customer, right? Indirectly, you're seeing how they're using your website, and you're studying that information, and then leverage that intelligence to make changes. Now, I spent all day, I shouldn't say this out loud because my wife might see this, but I spent the better part of the night, Sunday night, updating our inventory page because it was so out of date. So, again, I'm listening to my customers, through the data that they're showing me. Okay, so that's one way. Know the data. 2, Think about what customers have said to you. And this is easy, but we sometimes forget this. Someone will make a comment to me, and I'll be like, you know what? That's the 5th time I've heard that this month.
Yeah.
That's the 5th time I've heard it.
Jot that down.
Yeah. Maybe I should do something about it.
Yeah.
Duh. Well, listen and then react. Right?
Yeah.
Listen. Why would I not listen? Right? And it makes so much sense, but we get caught in the day-to-day, the fire and the things that are burning out of control, and we don't step back and figure out how we can address some of people's needs in that way.
Right.
So that's 2. Think about the things that you hear often.
Right.
Okay? 3rd, and I need to do a better job at this, like all the rest of them, contact them.
Yeah.
Find a couple of your really good clients and say, your existing customers, and say, do you ever use my website? How often? What do you go and do when you get there? What information are you looking for? Yeah. Right? And then it wouldn't be bad to pull some people that are in that space buying products and services. And this is a little tougher, Mike, because it's hard to find those people. Yeah. But I think if you ask around a little bit and say, or the person that calls you on the phone and they haven't transacted with you yet, say, have you been to my website? Yeah. What'd you think? Where did you go?
Ask for that constructive criticism.
Right. Yeah. And then don't be too proud when people tell you that they're not finding it. Yeah. Because if you get proud and then you just didn't try hard enough, Mike. Well, that's not it. Right? They're trying, and here's the thing. They can try on your website, and if they don't find it, guess what they're doing?
Going somewhere else.
They're out. They're going to the competitor, and that's who they're doing business with.
Right.
Right? Because they're going to try to find that information elsewhere.
They're going to find it. Yeah.
Right? So 4, and this is my favorite, sneaky one. This is the bonus one.
Sneaky.
Before we let them go. Go surf your competitors' websites.
Yep.
They are probably doing some research themselves, and they're probably trying to get a handle on this exact thing. Yeah. So go surf their website, and maybe it's not just competitors in your area, but go find websites you like in your industry and other communities. Surf those sites and see if you can recognize some common themes. You may find out that a certain category or section is consistently more robust than it is on your page. Yeah. Right? Well, take note of that. There might be a reason they're doing that, because they've had a marketing company help them understand, or they've done some research, or they've talked to their customers. Right? Yeah. So there's 4 easy things that you can do to get a handle on.
Can I add a 5th?
Do we have a 5th?
Surprise.
A surprise bonus.
Number 5. Get help.
Okay.
Get help. And that's where, honestly,
that's so true.
That's where we come in. We're not perfect over here at Video Technology Group, but our web team has done hundreds of hours of listening, and we're always looking to improve our own process. We have what we believe is a great website process, and we will be there to put our arms around Eric and strap him into a chair, and we sit down with business owners and we pull that information out there that puts together a successful website.
Yeah, well, it's so true. I think about the constructive questions that you guys have asked me as the owner of Max Slider Brothers Customs, and I've heard you ask other customers of Mavidia in an effort to try to create a website that serves their clients, their customers. You got to have that other party to pull you out of the weeds and ask you the constructive questions and the hard questions, right? The things that you probably don't anticipate needing to know, right? But you ask.
But it leads to results,
It absolutely
works, and so that's why we ask them, and we're always happy to help.
Yep, there you go. So, first of all, thanks for letting me talk so much. I did it again. But something I'm really passionate about, because if you nail this, people, so again, why do you have a website? To generate more business. Typically, that's the case, right? To generate more business. How do you do that? You give potential business the kind of information they're looking for and need to find so that they pick you, not your competitor, right? So think about that, talk to them, and then do it. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you doubled this year the amount of business generated through your website? And it might only be a few $1,000s.
Right.
You might start small, but if you took it from $5,000 to $10,000, would that be a meaningful difference?
Yeah.
And that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
We've done work. He won't brag about himself, but I will. But the team has literally helped people quadruple their revenue on a monthly basis by just having a different website. Think about that. I remember a story where someone came to us. They were doing $6,000 a month in revenue, and when we were done, a couple short months later, they were doing $24,000 a month in revenue through their website. And it wasn't just e-commerce transactions, right? So there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of potential. Tap it by talking to your customers. We got to go. This is Mike. I'm Eric. And now we arm wrestle. Oh, I'm going to get rid of this. Stop.